Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to create this aqua teal smoky eye look step by step. I have linked all of the products that I use today in the description below. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos hit my channel. Without further ado, let's get started. Today I'm going to start by toning my face with the Fresh toner, which is Cucumber and Witch Hazel. And today my moisturizer is going to be the organic jojoba oil. I'm just going to take a dropper. And to make sure that my foundation is extra dewy today, I'm going to drop just a drop of the rosehip oil. And last step is eye cream. For foundation primer, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier foundation primer. And today for foundation, I'm using Born This Way by Too Faced. This is Warm Nude. And this foundation really works well with a little bit of that rosehip oil to help it spread and not get too cakey or concentrated in one area. I'm going to take the Mint Pear Flat Top Kabuki and I'm going to do 2 pumps. And for concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. Oh, my earring is backwards. Oh, how does that even happen? And I'm going to blend this out with the same Flat Top Kabuki, very gently. Now I'm going to set everything in place with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and the large powder brush. Now to prime the eyes, I'm going to use the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And I'm going to quickly blend this in with my finger. Now to warm up the look, some of you might be excited to know that I have replaced my palette that I accidentally dropped some of the product out of in one of my tutorials. So this is the Tarteist Pro Glow and Blush palette, and I'm going to be extremely careful this time when I open it so nothing falls out, and show you guys the colors that we're working with today. Aren't these beautiful? So they have a nice shimmer to each of them, which is perfect for springtime and summertime. So this is definitely going to be fun to play with throughout the seasons. So the first shade I'm going to take is going to be this Solo Bronzer. And I'm just going to warm this up right below my cheekbones, blending upwards. And into my hairline. I'm going to take this next corally shade for my blush today and just go right onto the apples of my cheeks. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take this Hi-Fi with the crease blend. With your highlighter, you want to have an extremely light hand, and that's why I really like to use a small brush, because it allows you to place it exactly where you want it. I always make sure that it goes right below my crow's feet, and I never take it too far into my face because I don't want to put highlighter on this area where I have pores or larger pores than the rest of my face, because highlighter is only going to make those pores stand out even more. So I always make sure that it doesn't go in from the center of my eye. And I made it without dropping this palette, so yes, big thumbs up because I made it. The video's not over yet though, so I'm gonna put this down carefully. Now for eyebrows, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Duo. And I'm going to set those in place with the Benefit Give Me Brow Setting Gel. Now for today's look, I did have to reach into a few of my different palettes. So I'm going to show you which colors I pulled from each of these to achieve this look. I was really picky and particular on how these colors go together, so I tried them out on my hand. I'm hoping it's gonna look great once I get it on, but we will see how this goes. Reaching into the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, this has one of my favorite transition shades of recent, and it's going to be this one right here, Crease Blend. And I want to take this shade all the way up to my crease and almost reaching up towards the inner part of my brow. I'm so excited to do this look today because I really don't do really dramatic looks, and I'm really pushing myself to experiment with all of these colors, and it's been really exciting to see that as the trend. There's a lot of that 60s vibe makeup and the colors that are going around that are just so much fun to play with, to really explore, experiment, and really test your creativity and see what you like and what looks good on your own face. So I definitely encourage reaching into any palettes that you have and experimenting, because now is the time. Anything goes, any color. You can really just play around with so many different looks. So my son is turning 4 next week, and funny story, he woke me up this morning. It's springtime, right? So the birds have started to sing in the morning. So he came in this morning and he said, "Mom, the birds are saying Peter, 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 Peter Parker." Peter, 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 Peter Parker. Like, where does he come up with this? It's so funny. I laughed. That was a great alarm clock this morning. Peter, 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 Peter Parker. I'm going to reach into the Tarteist Pro Remix palette, and we are gonna get crazy today. So I'm reaching in, and we are going to do this green shade right here, and we're gonna leap over to this aqua shade, and it's going to be a combination of those two colors today. So first we're going to take Color Explosion, and I'm using a stiff shader M57 from the Mint Pair 7-piece brush set, and I'm just going to pack this on to my entire lid, right up to my crease, and we're actually going to blend this a little bit above the crease today. I don't want to speak too soon, but one thing I love about Tarte eyeshadows is it doesn't have a lot of fallout, and it really adheres very well with such great pigment, especially if you're using an eyeshadow primer. And on to the other eye. Okay, so now that I have it in place, I'm going to go in and blend it out. And you want to make sure that you keep both of your crease blends separated. So one is for that transition shade and your lighter shades and highlighting, and then one is obviously for this bold color, the statement color. So I'm going to go in and blend this out right here on the crease, just with that windshield wiper motion. And notice how I'm holding my makeup brush at the tip, and that will help to give you a really gentle stroke. We really just want to fade that up into that transition shade. So now that that is blended pretty well, I'm going to move on to that bottom lash line, and I'm going to take the Soften and Smudge. And I'm going to take that same color explosion and go right underneath my lash line. And I'm not going to bring it all the way in, I'm just going to bring it just about to here. When you are using a bold statement color, it's really important that you bring the eye together with a completed look by adding that to your bottom lash line. Now I'm going to take that Art Deco right here, which looks a little blue in the palette, but actually once you get this on, it looks a little aqua. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and this is going to go right in the center of my lid, just to make that center of the lid really pop. The third palette that I'm reaching into today is the Lancome Starlight Sparkle Eyeshadow Palette Glow. And I'm going to find the lighter colors and the highlighting colors from this palette. So using a separate stiff shader without any color, I'm going to take this lightest shade right here. And this is going to be right under my brow bone. And then I'm going to take this yellow gold right here, and this is going to be the center pop for the inner corner of my eye. I also am using a new eyeliner for myself today. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and I have the shades Deep End and Freak. But I think for this look, I'm going to go with the darker blue, so we're going to go with Deep End. And here it is. And this is going to go on my inner waterline. And I'm also going to tight line my upper waterline. I really like the contrast that this brings, so it's not so green, it's adding a nice blue, which is my goal. I wanted this to be a very nice mermaid-esque blue, aqua, green, beautiful eyeshadow look. I'm going to create a little bit of a cat eye wing, just very subtle with this Urban Decay eyeliner. It's so much fun, it's so different for me. Oh, but it's so fun. So we're gonna roll on and keep going onto eyelashes. Today I'm using the Hypnose Drama by Lancome. And a coat to the bottom lashes. I'm going to quickly throw on some lashes. Ardell 110 Natural. And for lips today, I am going to introduce a new lip color for myself. This is the MAC Lip Glass Brilliant in shade 310 Please Me. And I'm going to line with the colors, and I'm going to line with Maybelline Nude Whisper in 105. For this look, I wanted something that was very neutral, very feminine. Obviously, we want to balance the eyes and let that bold color take center stage. And that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. I'm always here to answer your questions and to take your requests. Thank you so much for sharing this video and giving it a thumbs up if it was helpful. Also, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you do see when my new videos go live on my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.